Good evening. My name is Mason Kolkhorst, and I am your child's engineering teacher. Whether it's the 6th grade Technology Applications class, or the 8th grade Principles of Applied Engineering, or 8th grade Advanced Introduction to Engineering, all three of these classes will practice engineering skills as we go throughout the year. We will be using an engineering notebook, which we will use like a real engineer would use, keeping track of it on a daily basis and making notes in it like an engineer would throughout the year. In an attempt to make sure that your students are prepared for this semester, I have a package of supplies that I've prepared for them free, and it's available at the front office if they don't have one already. All that you will need to do to get one, if you don't have one, is come to the front office and ring the doorbell and let them know who you are and who your child is, and they will give you one of the supply packages for no cost. The supplies that I'm providing will be used throughout the year. In this package, there is an engineering notebook, which has graph paper in it, and we'll be using about 150 pages of the notebook. There is a package of handouts, which I would normally hand out in class. There is a ruler and colored pencils to use since we will be communicating with pictures, as well as pen, pencil, glue, and some paper clips. We will also be using the envelope as a part of one of the projects later on this semester. When your students log into my class at the beginning of each class, they will go to their specific class period. When they go in, there is the option when I start here, I'm going to change it to student view. In here, they have Cisco WebEx is where they would start the beginning of the day. And it will say join. Sometimes if the screen has been zoomed in, this join button ends up over on the side. And so you might need to change and move to the side to be able to find it. My classroom runs from the home page, and we have our assignments week by week. We are in week 3 now, but if I show you for week 2, the students went in and they had preparing their engineering notebook. There was a video showing them how to prepare the first couple of pages of their notebook, as well as the written instructions showing them how to do it. They had to post their assignment which was posting the notebook cover so they could practice posting stuff into Canvas. And then they had homework. We're done with the homework for now, and there won't be any more homework probably for another 3 or 4 weeks. For the most part, the engineering class is homework free. There have been some quizzes that the students have had to perform on. Those quizzes are usually fairly short. This one was a 4-question quiz, and they could take the quiz as often as they want. My goal is not to trick the students or punish them. My goal is to have them gather the information, and they can take the quiz as often as they want. They can turn in their assignments as often as they want. Engineers communicate with pictures. And so to begin with, we're working on these Ed Emberley drawings. Ed Emberley is a guy who feels that anyone can learn to draw. And so that is what we're doing. We're learning how to draw. So they look simple and very childish, but as we go, we will get more and more complicated in our drawings and what we are creating. And the goal is to be able to communicate like an engineer. So the students will be on WebEx. I try to run my class as synchronously as possible, but the students will also have access to previous recordings, and they can watch the previous lessons if they missed the lesson. And my main concern is that they turn in the work and get a good grade on it. If they didn't get a good grade on it, I would love for them to turn it in a second time or a third time trying for the best grade that they can.
I wish that y'all could be here in my classroom and see what it actually looks like. Unfortunately, this is about as good as I'm going to be able to do right now. We will be doing 3D rendering as well as many other projects throughout this year. Finally, we have 3D printers and a complete R&D lab where students will be working when we get back into the classroom. Finally, I hope all of you have a beautiful day, and I look forward to meeting y'all sometime in the near future. Y'all take care. Thank you.